God, please help me. The parable of the prodigal son, or the parable of the generous father, the forgiving father. And it starts, like you can read below here, with a generous father giving his inheritance to a younger son. I'm going to give you two treasures that you can take with you. And the first one is for people who don't specifically believe in Jesus and yet would like a tool to use against someone who is very aggressive towards them to believe what they believe. And I would say this is a fantastic strategy because it is a story that Jesus told. Tell the person the story of the parable of the lost son. So again, if someone is preaching at you, what we say is bashing you over the head with their extreme theology, have a read and get to know this story intimately. You actually might find that you fall in love with Jesus and start following him from this story. God loves you heaps, absolutely, a mountain load. Let's jump into that. Do you really know that you're loved by God? This is the short format video, and hopefully you'll get to see the long format video, but probably not because of the way the internet works. I'm not sure if we all know how the internet actually works. I mean, technically, could you describe it articulately to someone who has never heard of the internet, and could you recreate it? So I try to re-explain to myself and to you, my friend, who maybe have just seen this for the first time, wondering where's that accent from. Check out some of my other videos to find out more about me. It's actually impossible to completely understand the depth and breadth of who God is. And that's why we look to Jesus. And down below here, there will be a whole bunch of Bible verses about the person of Jesus, who reveals God in the flesh. The parable of the prodigal son who squanders it and then decides to return to his father, while the older brother gets angry that his brother has squandered all the wealth. The father is forgiving, sends out the parade and has a huge feast, welcomes him back, and he actually gets pretty angry with the older son. Older brother is very judgmental and very angry, unable to celebrate the return of his own brother that could have possibly have died on his journey. See yourself as the older and the younger brother in this story, because the older brother had all of the riches and the authority and the love that he needed from the father's house, from the father directly at all times. And the father says that to him, and yet he fails to see that, and he only feels jealousy and resentment. So don't get caught up in judging others. Allow yourself to see how much God has loved you and is loving you right now, and embrace those who are walking back into the arms of Jesus. Thanks so much for considering this and reading the scriptures below. Bye for now.